Richards, a historic college that lost its accreditation more than a decade ago, says it's on the road to recovery. Morris Brown College posted on Facebook the initial inquiry to get the school's accreditation back has been accepted. The school says its interim president will meet with the vice president of the Transnational Association of Christian Colleges and Schools early next month, and that will get the process started. It's been a long journey for Morris Brown, the first educational institution in our state to open under sole African American patronage. The school lost its accreditation in 2002, went bankrupt, but was saved when the city and Friendship Baptist Church bought it in 2014. At times, though, its enrollment sat at less than 100 students. And as an unaccredited school, students there were not able to receive federal aid, and some argue it makes them less attractive as candidates for grad schools. But this could change all of that. And even though enrollment is small at this point, there's a lot of support from the community to help this important piece of Atlanta's history bounce back. A lot of people in the comment section posting things like HBCU pride, supporting historic black colleges and universities, and glad to see the potential for a comeback here.
All right, there's a new